we think that Aaron Rodgers can make a Steelers playoff team?
Yeah, you know what I do? I think you add Rodgers to that roster. They're already a playoff team. I think Aaron Rodgers helps them get over that hump. If they would have went to MetLife yesterday, if you would have told me that they're going on the road yesterday, take out the Jets, if they're going to play anybody on the road, and their defense gave up 400 yards of total offense, they gave up 32 points.
They did.
They gave up 180 rushing yards, and they only ran the ball for 50 yards. My first question would be, how much did they lose by? But instead, Aaron Rodgers comes out, goes 22 of 30, puts the team on his back, throws 4 touchdowns, only 218 yards, but he did what he needed to do to win that game. Now, I know there's other
244.
244 yards. Now, I know there's other issues in that game that happened, and circumstances. I know the Quincy Williams late hit out of bounds kind of killed that momentum.
It did.
And instead of being 2nd and 15, now they're 1st and 15-plus yards now going forward, and they go down and score. Right after that, there's the fumble on the kickoff return, and that kind of spark-plugged everything. But Aaron Rodgers still had to put the ball in the end zone. Just because those things happen doesn't mean the game's over. He still had to go hit Calvin Austin on a touchdown pass. He still had to go down there and have that game-winning drive that he had. You know, and I know Boswell kicked a 60-yarder. I'm not saying he put him in perfect position. And there was that
put him there, though.
Crazy tip to DK Metcalf that was unbelievable, and that might have been the football gods a little bit on that play. But he looked good. He looked calm. He looked cool. He looked collected. He looked like he was comfortable with Arthur Smith and his play calling, even with the run game non-existent. He looked like he was a guy that was understanding progression, going through the offense. Was it perfect? No. The timing, the accuracy with his guys, he missed all of OTAs. That will come. And then there was an argument, too, that, you know, he looked like an old man out there. He was afraid to get hit. I saw a guy that knew his limitations. There's no quarterback in the NFL that wants to get hit. Right? There's going to be times you got to stand in there and take one on the chin and deliver a throw, which he did.
You do.
But there's other times to where you miss a block and the play's dead and you run away and you throw it away and you move on. You don't compound a problem and try to be a hero and then you get a sack fumble. I thought he did everything great. Now, I will say this, that's not going to be sustainable. I don't think that you can depend on a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers to go out and win you a football game every week with his right arm. You're going to have to get better with your run game. You're going to have to get better on defense. But he went out there yesterday against a better Jets team than a lot of people expected and had some outside noise with it, you know, his former team and all of that, and he put the belt back on, and he went out there and won the football game for him. So I believe if that's the starting point and he's going to keep getting better, that they absolutely can get over that hump this year as a playoff contender.
You want to go?
I'll go. I agree with Cody. If you don't run the football good, if you run the football how Pittsburgh ran the football, they had like 50 yards rushing.
That's correct.
You get one turnover, and you drop 34 points, like your quarterback was damn good. So the passing game was cracking. I mean, I seen the little A-Rod yesterday, man. It was a little A-Rod, like a real old A-Rod. The off-platform throws, he threw off his back foot, threw dimes. He got out the pocket on the run, he threw dimes, you know what I'm saying? So I like it. I think if he play that way, the defense will get better. Like that's Pittsburgh's defense.
Yeah, they have to.
They gonna be better. I'm a betting man. I would bet that be one of their worst outings all season right there. Justin Fields came out and played well. He kind of put him in a bind with his legs, with his movement and all that. So the defense will be better. If you get that A-Rod with what I think the Pittsburgh defense gonna be, shit, they could play with the Bengals, they could play with the Ravens, they could play with the Chiefs, the Chargers, they could play with they could play with the Texans. They could play with the Broncos.
In there.
I ain't putting Indianapolis in there. That's another story.
Yep.
I'm still not gonna put the Colts in there. If you could play with all them teams, shit, you a playoff team to me. It's gonna be, you're gonna have a chance to slide in that 5th, 6th, 7th seed. You're gonna have an opportunity to do it. So A-Rod play like that, hell yeah, I say the Pittsburgh Steelers is a playoff team.
What you got, Gil?
I got a lot.
Yeah, he's thinking.
I got a lot.
He's got his highlighter there.
I got a lot, Skip. I mean,
See it, Kenzie?
I got like
color coordinated.
The greatness of this. But if you add with who Tomlin is, right? You add A-Rod. You have him, DK, the coach. Then you have Bosa in that defense. Yes, they're going to make the playoffs, right? They're going to be a very dangerous team. I don't know where all the hate comes from when it comes to him, but
Because he ain't did shit in about 12 years.
He's great. Like what he's done after an Achilles tear is remarkable. I'm sorry, there's only one quarterback that's played better the very next year, and that's Dan Marino. Right? That's the only quarterback that had a great year, winning comeback player of the year in '94. Right? 2020 and 2021, Aaron won back-to-back MVPs, right? Mm-hmm. The 2022 season, 3,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, his quarterback rating 41. Packers passed the ball 573 times, ran it 471. 2023, missed the whole season. Came back 2.5 months early. That is damn near 9 months before anybody else. His first year back, in 2024, he threw 3,800 yards, 25 touchdowns. That's one less than 2022 before an injury. Fewer interceptions than 2022. 44 QB rating, that is 3% higher than 2022. Meaning he was more efficient, protected the ball better, his situational improved, meaning he didn't try any hero plays. So when you say that he's fell off, I don't see it. I don't see it. At the age of 41, because I seen you take that Brady was better.
Brady's better than Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean at 41?
At 41. At 41.
Shit, at 40, 39, 38.
Well, hey.
Yeah, wait.
Every fucking
Hey, you were
year.
cooking. Wait a minute. Don't.
What we talking about?
Okay.
Where you going?
Well, 41 game opener, Brady, 2028 versus Houston, 26 for 39, 277 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Passing rating 102.
What year was that?
2018.
Shit, they probably won the chip that year. Did they not?
No.
Did they go?
Rodgers.
They probably lost the chip that year.
Rodgers opening game, Jets last night, 22 of
Wait, what
30.
year was that? That was 2018? Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I was there 2019.
Yeah, so 2025 versus the Jets, 22 out of 30, 244 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, pass rating 136. Rodgers had a better opening night than your great Brady, and one had an Achilles tear. You lose round 1. Your turn.
My turn. Yesterday, Aaron Rodgers went Micah Parsons. Right place,
Amazing.
perfect time. He was exactly where he needed to be, where the universe said, let there be Aaron for one Sunday back at MetLife against the team that he now despises. After I watched a whole season of Hard Knocks in which the Jets proclaimed Aaron the GOAT, and remember that?
They did.
He's going to change life in New York, and now he hates everybody in the franchise, as we saw the clip, and I'm going to get even with every last one of them, starting with the head coach who told me to my face I can't play anymore. He told him that, did Aaron Glenn, because I don't think Aaron can play anymore, because I don't think he's been able to play for 3 years, going all the way back to the last year at Green Bay. If you look at the numbers he put up, Green Bay said no to him after that year. They said, that's enough. You're more trouble than you're worth, because he's never been anything more than a blame-deflecting, finger-pointing diva who alienates everybody in the franchise, starting with all the wideouts. By the end of the year, he's going to show them up on the field until they finally just say, okay, screw you. We won't play for you. That's his history in Green Bay. And that last year in Green Bay, his QBR, that's my favorite quarterback stat, 0 to 100. He was a 41 for the year. That ranked 26th out of 31 qualified quarterbacks. So that's the last year in Green Bay. And remember what had happened the 2 previous years. They were the 1 seed because he can still play in the regular season. And he got them all the way to the championship game against Tom Brady at home. It was the first time he'd played a home NFC championship game. And Brady ran rings, as in Super Bowl rings, around him. Yep, he did. And then the next year, they're the 1 seed again. And in the divisional round at home in their first playoff game, Jimmy G goes in there and throws a party on the Packers and outplays Aaron Rodgers, and they lose in the first round in their first home game. And then the last year in Green Bay, they actually played Detroit before they were the Lions in a playoff for the playoff game. It was the last game of the regular season. It was a Sunday night game. And Aaron stunk in that game and got completely outplayed, and the Lions went on to the playoffs. And Green Bay said, that's enough of Aaron Rodgers. So he goes to the Jets. He is proclaimed the GOAT, and he tears his Achilles to Gill's point. And he misses that year, and then he comes back last year, and they get him Devontae, and he's got Garrett Wilson. So he's got two, can we say top 10 receivers, right? I mean, maybe Devontae's a little on the downside, but that's not what we thought going into last year, because it looked like Aaron, that they went and got him what he needed. Now they're going to go places. That defense last year in New York finished 3rd statistically in the NFL. So you got a pretty good defense, and you got 2 really good receivers, and you got 2 really good running backs, because those guys, they were toting rock yesterday, both of them.
They was.
And he goes 5-12 last year coming off the Achilles. And again, you say great bounce back, but it wasn't a Marino bounce back to go 5-12 as the starting quarterback. It's just not. It's not good enough. And yesterday, I give you, he maxed out yesterday. He cannot play better than he played, but he has lost his stomach for making that one big throw you have to make to win games in this league, where you step into it and take a shot in the mouth. And you know how it goes. Yeah. At some point, he's 41, and Brady never lost his nerve in the pocket. Even at 45, he didn't lose his nerve. This guy, he just doesn't have the stomach left for playing pro football at the highest level. Is he still capable of throwing the football like he did? He's lost some arm strength. I didn't see the rockets. He used to throw dime rockets. I mean, just flat out. I don't know that there's. I think Marino was a better thrower of the football. That's probably before your time a little bit.
No, I watched him. I watched him.
But listen, when Aaron was right, and again to your point, remember, he had one long ago, far away wild card road run to a Super Bowl. They went on the road all 3 times and won 3 road games because nobody expected much from him. And then they get Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl, and he was really good. My man Greg Jennings caught a post route that broke it open.
A dot.
It was a dot. But Polamalu's playing with a bad ham, because I was close with Ryan Clark, and he said that we don't even know if he can play or not. And to speak on Ryan, he was kind of at the end of his line and was not the fleetest safety at that.
They don't got
point.
nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers, though.
Okay, but again, he played well, and they won that. Since then, he's 7-9 in the postseason. 7-9? The GOAT is 7-9 in the postseason. And some of those 7 wins were pretty lucky. One at Jerry World, where I don't know how they made 2 like intergalactic field goals, Mason crossbar.
Yeah, I remember that last drive.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A 51 and a 55-yard field goal, and the 55 looked like he hooked it, and they're indoors, and somehow God's hand. You used to talk about God reached down and.
Are you talking about the 2016 year?
Yeah.
Wasn't Dallas number 1 that year too in the playoffs?
13-3.
And Rodgers came in and
He did that.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
No, he haunted us every year.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm going to use LeBron's favorite word, washed, as in washed up, but just washed. I just think he's washed, and he can do it with his head and what's left of his arm, and he can always be pretty good. But 5-12 with that Jets team last year, that should just show you he ain't it. And again, I love Mike Tomlin. If I could play pro football, I'd want to play for him, because he just fun. Every time I watch him in a pregame interview, I want to put on the pads and jump through the screen and play football for him. But in that division, and I think we're going to get to the Bengals today, that they had a rough time, but they did win. They won at Cleveland. And Lamar and company had a rough time, but I just still don't think they're better than the Bengals or the Ravens. And so I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Hey, Skip.
But Aaron Rodgers is washed. That's what you're saying.
Hey, Skip, I was watching the game yesterday, enjoying it, and then I got like a ping on my phone. It was you.
Yeah.
You posted. Now the problem with this post was this. Like you had to be furious. Like there was no cool down time. The game ended at 1:12 p.m.
Yeah, which game? Aaron's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You posted at 1:12:05. Aaron Rodgers didn't even unbuckle his goddamn chin strap. He didn't unbuckle his chin strap, and you was already saying he was washed. I was like, the man is just jogging while he was jogging to the locker room, you ran to IG to say how bad he was. It made me rewatch. Like, wait a minute, am I watching? Like, I'm sorry, Skip, but I know you hate this man.
I don't hate this man.
Last night,
I just tell the truth.
Last night he did great. Like, I don't know if you already pre-planned that he was gonna lose, but 4/10 of a second, you already had a post of at least 9 minutes. So you had to be already talking about this while the fourth quarter was going on for you to post it. So
did you watch it?
Yes!
Thank you. I won.
That's what I was like.
Right? I won.
I was like, being like.
Oh.
The game ain't over yet. Like, Aaron Rodgers didn't even do this yet.
Skip got you.
I was like,
I got you.
Yeah, he got you. He lured you right in.
Skip is great.
Okay, it takes guts to take a stand, and I'm not going to back off my opinion of him because he's washed, and we'll see. Because there's going to be a game 2 and a game 3.
Exactly.
And God willing for us, a game 4, right?
We're gonna check back in with Skip at the end of the season.
Yeah.
We got Micah, he said, and Aaron are at the top of their game, and they're just gonna decline. So we'll follow up with you after that.
Thank you. I'll be here.
Yeah, still here. Okay, I want to move on to a quarterback that could be elite after this game. Let's see, but.